Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, your favorite tarot reader, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what type of woman does he see you as. I'll try to be as accurate as I can, but it is a bit tricky when reading for the collective. If you want something more personal, you can always check in with the psychic for a more in-depth description. Speaking of which, I tried a clairvoyant from Psychic Source, and yes, they're sponsoring today's video. Thank you, Psychic Source. I got matched with a clairvoyant through their site, and honestly, I wasn't expecting her to be that accurate. I gave her no personal info, just asked about my future love life, and somehow she instantly picked up that I'm already in a relationship. She literally said, "Why are you asking about the future without mentioning him?" I was literally speechless, but then I remembered that's kind of what I do too. Still a shocking experience to be on the receiving end of it. She described my future partner as someone who makes me really happy, with great communication and a bond that can handle anything. But the part that really stuck with me, she said she saw my future husband giving me purple flowers. A few weeks later, nothing happened, so I kind of forgot about it. Then we saw a tattoo promo on Instagram. My boyfriend sent me his ideas so I can book, and boom, a purple flower. Not a bouquet, but I'm definitely taking that as a sign. You can chat with gifted advisors however you're most comfortable, phone, video, or even text. Setting up my account on their website was super easy, and they have this quick little quiz that helps you find a psychic based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process really personal and intentional. What sets them apart is the level of care and integrity. Only 2% of their applicants actually become advisors, so you know you're speaking to someone who's truly gifted and held to high ethical standards. And they back everything up with a no risk guarantee. If you're not happy with your last paid reading, it's free. For a limited time, you can use my code Siren at psychicsource.com when checking out, or you can just click the link in my description box below at trypsychicsource.com/siren. You'll get up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. That's up to a $240 value. You don't have to use it all in one session. You can spread those minutes out across multiple advisors to see who you truly resonate with. They also donate 1% of your purchase to charity at no extra cost to you. Oh, and yes, I do get paid for this promo, so when you sign up with Psychic Source, you're feeding a perpetually hungry, slightly dramatic psychic, that'd be me, and funding my next impulsive crystal purchase. As you can see, the channel needs some new crystals. But that's all for now. Thank you again to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. Getting back to your pile selection, you can either pick your pile based off your zodiac sign, their zodiac sign. These zodiac signs are in the thumbnail, or you can pick the pile you're most drawn to. So for pile 1, we have Peacock Ore with the Two of Swords. Then for pile 2, we have Leopard Jasper with the Three of Cups. And for pile 3, we have Carnelian with the High Priestess. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, then I'll see you at your reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose the Peacock or Crystal and the Two of Swords card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what kind of woman does he see you as. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest, and you can keep him in mind while I shuffle your cards. Spirit guides of pile 1, please tap me into the energy of my pile 1s and the man on their mind. Please show me what type of woman does he see them as. So firstly, I am getting this independent, strong woman type of energy. I see him kind of seeing you as badass in some way, fierce, yet also kind at the same time, and There's something about you shining in your own way, because I'm very drawn to how this crystal is shining in a way. Then I was also seeing that there could be other people he could choose. Not that he would want to choose them, but there are perhaps other beautiful women in the world, but he chooses you at the end of the day. And I don't think it's coming through the tone of like trying to almost make himself seem like the prize for choosing you. But I think the way it's coming through for me energetically is like I would choose you over anyone else any day. And he doesn't want any other woman except you. So he's made up his mind and he's made his choice to kind of prioritize you and devote himself to you, and he doesn't want anybody else. You fulfill him completely. So that's very interesting that that's coming through for me immediately as I tap in. So we have the Four of Swords. I hear reunite with some of you, for some of you. So maybe this is someone that wants to reunite with you, for some of you only. If this is not, then just ignore that message. We'll get more. So it's the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the World reverse with the Eight of Cups at the back of the deck. So yeah, for some of you, this could very well be someone you had like some kind of separation, no contact situation with. Because the Eight of Cups can represent walking away, and then the World can represent endings. But since it's in reverse, I don't think this person's like completely over you. But if you are still with this person, then I could read this as they would never be able to get over you if you had to break up, or just not be around each other if you're not like actually dating yet. So he sees you as his escape from reality, especially when reality is stressful, tough. You're kind of like that pretty escape, that pretty daydream. Or that dreamland we go to whenever we just feel like the world is too much. You're like comfort to him. Like the safe haven, a home. He also sees a lot of himself in you and thinks you guys are very similar in some way. Though he sees you as the type of woman that is very peaceful and comforting in some way, maybe like relaxed and chilled, but also badass at the same time. He sees you as the type of woman that's very decisive. You know what you want. He also sees you as the type of woman that loves to be girly. Like I'm seeing someone that just loves to dress in a girly way, loves pink, maybe loves to wear a full face of makeup, and even style their hair, wear high heels. And you always smell good as well. I'm seeing more of a fruity, kind of sweet scent. But that doesn't have to resonate. So I'm just seeing that you always smell good, like something about the perfume you're wearing. He sees you as the type of woman that puts in a lot of effort into your appearance and just like wants to make yourself beautiful. But then you're also not, let me say it like this. This is how it's coming through. You're not like one of those girly girls that are soft all the time. Like you, again, like you know how to be badass. I don't know if I'm wording it correctly, but that's how it's coming through for me energetically. He also sees you as the type of woman that genuinely has goals. Like you want to achieve your own goals. You're probably very ambitious and you're always looking out for different opportunities. He sees you as the type of woman he would see as his forever love in some way, where it's like, once my heart is with you, it will never stop being with you. He sees you as like either this energy of the one that got away or my forever woman, like the woman that's forever in my heart. And you're that type of woman like people fall for and never get over. We have the Five of Pentacles upright. Then we have the Page of Cups reverse. Oops. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, I fixed it. So he also sees you as the type of woman that's very busy all the time, but also very sweet. So Page of Cups reverse, the Hermit. And the Sun reverse. He sees you as the type of woman he would never want to hurt, lie to, just treat badly overall. There's something about you loving like baked goods, like croissants, maybe having like more of a sweet tooth. I see that for someone. I also see beautiful, warm, chocolate brown eyes, where it's almost like this feeling of I could melt into your eyes. Looking into your eyes, I mean. There is this general feeling of loneliness showing up here. I think that was within him before he met you. With a hermit here, though, you kind of are that woman that doesn't mind being alone. In fact, you'd rather be alone than be with somebody that isn't like adding any value into your life or isn't, you know, adding extra joy into your already joyous life. You could have had moments in your life where you were depressed, but there's something about you looking at the world from this realistic point of view, while still being a heart-centered person. You are rarely on edge with the relaxed energy I was picking up on. And there's something about your voice that almost sounds melodic or like a lullaby in some way. You're the type of woman that can do everything and anything. Like, I see you taking care of like 5 different tasks at once. So maybe like the type of woman that's good at multitasking. The type of woman that can handle it all, like responsibility-wise. But just because you are that doesn't mean you have to do everything. Though I think you are able to kind of like hold it down and take care of everything and almost like take care of multiple tasks at once and not burn out from it. It's like you're able to handle like all the responsibility and not crumble because of it. You're the type of woman that is caring, thoughtful, and sweet with gift giving. I see a pile here that likes to kind of go all out when you buy gifts. Mainly like luxurious gifts or more expensive like gifts. But even if that's not the case, there's just something about gift giving that's thoughtful and you going out of your way to buy something that the person would actually like. You're the type of woman where if you were to leave, this person would lose all sense of happiness and joy. You're also tempting in a sweet way. Tempting in a way of like him wanting to make love to you, but also finding you tempting at the same time. I see that in my mind's eye. This isn't an 18 plus reading, but I just saw that. Okay, we have the King of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. You're the type of woman that leaves when you see a deal breaker or red flag. And the Eight of Cups was there when I split. I mean, not split it, like was shuffling. Why does it keep doing this? Seven of Swords reverse, like giving me half the deck. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. So I'm hearing knowledge. You're the type of woman that has beauty and intelligence, and you hold a lot of wisdom within you no matter your age. Even if you're young, you're still very mature and wise in some way. He sees you as the type of woman that is honestly always distrustful of other people, maybe suspicious of other people's motives and intentions, but that's not for no reason. It's because you've been hurt before, you've been backstabbed before, lied to, and he understands. He sees that you've been through some kind of heartbreak or pain, but there's something about him wanting to take care of your heart and not hurt you in the same way as you've been hurt. I'm literally hearing that song Take Care by Drake, which is why I'm saying that. Because the King of Cups here, this energy in your pile specifically feels very comforting, and like it feels like he's showing you a lot of empathy, a lot of care, where he wouldn't want to hurt you in the same way. Yeah, for a lot of you, this could be a past connection, because I keep getting cards about like endings, past energies, the Death card reverse and Six of Cups reverse. You're the type of woman he'd be lucky to have, or he was lucky to have. You're like a blessing. Very patient, almost too patient. And I'm hearing you're the only woman that can put up with my bullshit. Sorry for my language, but that's what I heard. I'm hearing you have this indescribable beauty about you, inside and out. You're the type of woman he can look into your eyes and just fall in love with you at first sight. Though you're also the type of woman that would bring so much sadness and pain if you were to leave or not care anymore, or if you already have. Okay, let's get the last set of cards. So what type of woman does he see them as? We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Hanged Man reverse. We have the Emperor. There's also something about mystery coming through. You know when someone like misses out on an opportunity with someone, or let's say they do something to really hurt another person, then the person's like, you fumbled the bag because this person is gorgeous, they're an amazing person inside and out. And it's like, why would you want to lose that kind of person? I don't think this person has done anything to hurt you, but he just kind of sees you as that type of woman you wouldn't want to fumble the bag with. He sees you as the type of woman that will haunt him forever in his dreams and memories, and it's sort of like even if he had to try move on, you would always be there in his mind. Like he would see your face in every woman he meets. That kind of energy of the type of woman you obsess over. The type of woman you'd cry like a flood of tears almost for, like if she left. Again, I keep getting that energy over and over again. Now I'm seeing a dragon in my mind's eye, which represents power and strength. You may want to research into the dragon's spiritual meaning, because it could give you some extra insights into that. He sees you as the type of woman he would spend a lifetime with, and he sees you as the type of woman that loves hard but can see through people. Like you're not naive in any type of way. You have this passionate aura about you that he finds magnetic in some way. A lot of you could be creatively inclined. For example, I'm seeing somebody dance, and I'm seeing that your body is just very hot to him. Like the way your body moves when you walk, when you move, especially the hip area. I'm seeing like curvier, voluptuous body types, sort of mid-sized body types in my mind's eye. He also sees you as the type of woman I guess other men would be intimidated of and not necessarily run away from you because they don't want to be with you, but because it's almost like they don't believe they would be good enough to be next to you, or this feeling of you're so intimidating that it's like they don't even try in the first place. He also sees you as the type of woman that's interesting. Like, you have a lot of interesting conversations, a lot of interesting things to say. And there's also something about you, again, like having that kind of intelligence and knowing about many different topics or subjects where, like, you could just speak about something and educate him on something he doesn't know of. And he's like, how do you know all this? That's the energy that's coming through. So now we're getting some zodiac signs. This could be your zodiac sign or his. So we have the 10th house, which is Capricorn energy. We have Pisces. We have Chiron. That one didn't want to open, so that's maybe a hidden energy. Capricorn again. So double Capricorn. Virgo. And Pluto, which is Scorpio energy. So let me know, did your or their sign come out and what resonated specifically for you? Just interested to hear your kind of like view on the reading. So with double Capricorn, he could see you as the type of woman that is very hardworking, very on top of things, put together in some way, classy, career focused, well respected, charismatic as well, and just grounded and responsible in some way. He could also see you as a person that kind of has an intensity to you, where you have maybe been labeled too much by certain people, but he loves that about you. He could also see you as this transformative type of person where you're always improving and changing your life. And you could be the type of woman that transforms his life and men's life in general, like whatever man's life you come into, you transform their life. And with this Pluto energy, that confirms what I said about like obsession. You're the type of woman that would really wound his heart if you had to leave again. That's showing up. Or a wounded type of woman. Emotional, but also practical with Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm noticing we just have water and earth signs here, so that could be applicable. We have the initial R. Someone could struggle with like ear issues. Q. T. Oh, I, sorry. We have U. We have H. We have A. We have S. Again, to add on to like you're the type of woman people obsess over when you leave. There's something about like someone literally losing their mind over their obsession with you after losing you. I don't know if that's literal or you're just the type of woman that brings that out in a person. A, M, and C. So that is where I will leave your reading. I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you like my readings and you want to check out my membership, I have more readings on there. So yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the Leopard, Jasper, Crystal, and the Three of Cups card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what type of woman does he see you as. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest, and you can keep this man in mind while I shuffle your cards. So let's see what comes up in the cards. Spirit guides of pile 2. Please tap me into the energy of pile 2 and the man on their mind. Please show me what type of woman does he see my pile 2s as. So the first thing I'm seeing in my mind's eye is, you know how people give certain offerings to certain gods or goddesses? Well, I'm seeing like a goddess statue, and someone is giving offerings to this goddess through the forms of food, water, and gifts. So this is making me think that he sees you as the type of woman he would literally worship, the type of woman that embodies goddess, divine, sacred energy, and he sees you as the type of woman he would like want to adorn with gifts and just spoil in some way. So we have the Knight of Wands. I see him like wanting to buy you expensive gifts or pay a lot of money to like take you on dates. There's something about like having a love language of gift giving, spoiling somebody, and or even if that's not his love language, it's coming through that he wants to do that for you and like pay money on you of some kind. So we have the Knight of Wands, Five of Cups, and Three of Swords. He sees you as very cute, angelic in a way, yet also scorned. Though you don't allow yourself or your heart to grow bitter, even though you have been hurt before and you've maybe had some kind of painful backstory. You have depth to you, you have a backstory, you have like this realness about you. Though you can be dramatic at times, he loves that about you. He sees you as the type of woman that's confident, bold, and sort of walks into the room like you own it, like you belong there. He sees you as the type of woman that's very confident, regal, and self-respecting. Though he also sees you as kind of like bold in your self-expression, almost like you know how to put on a show, you know how to be theatrical in some way, how to get attention on you in some way. Maybe there's something about like loving to post online, receive compliments. I'm getting like a strong Leo energy from this pile, but you don't have to be. You could just radiate that energy. You're not weak, but he sees you as the type of woman he would want to save in certain situations, like damsel in distress energy. I'm seeing Playboy bunnies in my mind's eye, so perhaps he sees you as like very sexy in some way, almost like seductive. He could see you as a type of woman that is so sexually appealing that he would at first glance think you're kind of like a heartbreaker, but once he has gotten to know you, he sees that you're not like that. He also sees you as the type of woman that is very desired by many different men, and men would almost have to compete to have you or to fight to have you in some way. He sees you as the type of woman he needs to protect out in public from other men. So I'm literally seeing a vision of like another man try to slap your ass in some way, which, oh my gosh, like I hate it when men do that, when they try to touch you in a way that's just, it's gross. Anyways, and then I see him like punching the man. So I don't know if you've actually like experienced that in real life, or if that's just metaphoric for him almost feeling like there's other men looking at you constantly. And I don't think he feels intimidated by it. I think he feels proud to walk with you, to be like, you're mine, you know? But yeah, there's just something about him thinking that other men are probably jealous of him, being able to have you by his side. I see him almost like wanting to be masculine and tough for you. I don't know why, but I see that in my mind's eye. So maybe he's like a very manly man. And he, like a lot of his ego or confidence comes from being manly, is what I see in my mind's eye. Like maybe you make him feel more manly. So we have the Three of Wands. I heard drink from the fountain of youth. So maybe you have this youthful look about you where you sort of age like fine wine, or he would imagine you would age like fine wine if you're still quite young. So Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles. So he sees you as a type of woman that is a go-getter. When you want something, you go after it. You don't ask for permission, and you don't make yourself small or kind of change yourself to fit in. He sees you as a type of woman that's smart in the sense of you know how to test people to see if they're really for you or not, if they really have good intentions or not, to see what they would do in certain situations. Like maybe you're good at asking like certain hypothetical questions that sort of get you into a person's head so that you know what type of person they are. Medusa's energy is coming through strongly in this pile. He does see you as marriage material with the Four of Wands, and as the type of woman he'd want to plan his future with the Three of Wands. These two cards together are both cards of like seeing a future with a person, wanting to commit to a person. So I'd say it's a really good sign to have them both show up at the same time. You're the type of woman other people stare at in public. Other people sort of just want to be in a way. I think that what's coming through here sounds very superficial, but I think that he sees you as the type of woman other people are jealous of, other people want to stare at. But I don't think he views you in a superficial way just for your looks, but I think the way he sees you is like you kind of own the spotlight in some way. You kind of just attract a lot of attention to you naturally. I'm also getting some Taurus energy in this pile. There's something about valuing security and being able to have enough money for yourself. Wanting to live a soft life, a comfortable life, and not struggle financially. He sees you as the type of woman that works smarter in order to kind of like secure your future. He also sees you as the type of woman that has her own thing going on. Like you have your own hobbies, you have your own life outside of him, you have your own friendships. You're not like constantly needing him or constantly needing him to be around. Like your life is full even without him. I don't know why, but I heard dominates and control. So maybe he sees you as the type of woman others would want to dominate and control. I hope he's not dominating or controlling you, because that would be such a red flag. And if he is, then I really suggest like maybe reconsidering if that's something you want to be in, because I know everybody sees it differently, but I just see it as a very big red flag when a man's like that. Ace of Pentacles. And if he's not like that, then maybe he could just see you as a type of woman other people would want to dominate. I don't know why. Ace of Pentacles, Justice reverse, Wheel of Fortune reverse. He sees you as the type of woman that has genuine happiness, I hear. But you're also very intuitive. I don't know if he would think the word intuitive, but there's something about you just trusting your intuition, your gut feelings. You also know how to find loopholes in like rules and stuff like that. So let's say someone says you can't do something and they leave something specific out, and you do it in that way where you find a loophole. That's what I'm seeing. I keep seeing somebody that loves to take pictures, be on social media, and post on social media a lot. I'm seeing passenger princess in my mind's eye, and the type of woman that kind of likes to do Pilates, live the slow life where you're not working all day long. Like, you're going for Pilates, you're going to drink matcha. Like, I'm seeing that kind of woman in my mind's eye. Maybe not exactly for everybody, but that's what's coming through for me. Like, you don't want to spend all your days working. You have other things you want to do too in your schedule. I'm hearing the type of woman that almost consumes me in a way. He sees you as the type of woman that's rough and sharp around the edges. But if you kind of make your way through all those rough and sharp edges, you would find sweetness within, softness within. And now I just heard cutthroat. But he sees it in a positive way. I see a sassy energy as well. Someone that knows how to run their mouth, but like in a good way. Talkative and chatty. I see him being more of a listener and you more of a talker. And he does see you as the type of woman he would trust and want to trust. He also sees you as the type of woman that doesn't get embarrassed or feel cringe, like you're just secure within yourself. And you haven't had things handed to you, but you make the most of what you have. Let's get your last set of cards, and we're going to get some zodiacs and initials for extra confirmation if I get yours or theirs. If you like this reading so far, and you like my readings in general, then please check out my membership. So we have the Ace of Wands. I'm seeing the type of woman that's fit, flexible, lives an active lifestyle. Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands reverse. I hear you hold a special place in my heart. But now I feel heartbreak along with that. What is that about, Spirit? I see him like wanting to fix certain things within the relationship where he may have messed up. For some of you, this has to do with small things you've asked him to do, but he didn't end up doing, where he almost got comfortable or lazy in the relationship with effort. For others of you, it's something about the action he was taking towards you, the steps he was taking towards you. Maybe he was doing certain things wrong or not moving quick enough in some way, or like being wishy-washy. For others of you, I see it had to do with like chores and like if you live together, something about like the sharing of chores. He knows that a relationship is fragile, like glass, it can break very easily and it's hard to fix once it's already broken. You're the type of woman he's low-key a little bit scared of, scared to hurt. Like, I don't know how to explain this energy I'm seeing, but it's kind of like you would just give him a certain look and he would straighten up and know to act right. I don't think you're doing anything to threaten or intimidate him. It's not coming through that way, but it's more so coming through in the way of like, I'm scared to mess up. I'm scared to lose you kind of energy. I'm hearing I know you could find a lot better. You can be a little bit stubborn, but he loves that about you. He finds it cute. And I see someone, again, that is like very dramatic, stubborn, almost like I don't know how to explain this energy I'm seeing in my mind's eye, but it's kind of like I see an image of a woman that is kind of pouting her lips when she doesn't get something she wants and crossing her arms, and she looks so cute while she's doing it while she's angry. So that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. It's not really like throwing a tantrum, but it's like pouting your lips, like, you know, that kind of energy. Something about like a strong love for animals, pets. You're not judgmental, but you're curious and you want to understand people as well. I am also seeing an image of someone give birth in a hospital, so maybe he sees you as the type of woman he would want to have kids with, potentially. Or if you already have kids together, then maybe he sees you as a good mother. He also sees you as the type of woman that doesn't necessarily need achievements to feel worthy. Like, yes, you can work towards achievements, but it's not your everything. Like, you're already the prize without the achievements, if that makes sense. I just see a very passionate person, possibly hot-headed, funny, someone that almost doesn't take life too seriously. I get a lot of fire sign energy from this pile and headstrong energy from this pile. So that's the type of woman he sees you as. Also the type of woman that has self-love. And there's something about you just constantly getting more beautiful by the day. So let's get your zodiac signs now. He sees you as a type of woman that is almost perfect in a way. For some reason, I keep seeing diamonds in your pile. So maybe expensive, luxurious, or the type of woman he would want to commit to, because the Four of Wands also came out. The Sun, this is Leo energy, confirmation. The 5th house, also Leo energy. Wow. We have the 6th house, which is Virgo energy. So he sees you as fun, excitable, confident, lighthearted, a little bit of a drama queen, but also very organized. You have your shit together with the 6th house here. Maybe you're very responsible, very busy all the time, but also very observant and giving. Libra. And the 8th house, which is Scorpio energy. So with the 8th house here, I'm also getting like this femme fatale energy, seductive energy. Again, I said something about mystery. It's coming up again here. And with shared finances, maybe you're the type of woman he would trust to like share his finances with. Okay, I'm hearing sweet but psycho. So maybe some of you have a little bit of a crazy side to you. Okay, let's see what initials we get. I keep seeing seductive energies because now I'm seeing like a woman lick an ice cream in like a seductive way. H, D. I'm hearing like one of these cigarettes after sex songs. I don't know which one I'm hearing. HDIO. O again. So if you like these messages, claim them in the comments. K. M. I also hear designer. Someone here could be a designer. L. And if you like my readings and you want to check out my memberships, I like releasing videos there every week. VI. I'm hearing the word cautious, said. F. And A. And I also hear you're the type of woman that is like winning in life. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm hearing. So that's what I have for you. I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Hi, Pal 3. If you chose the Carnelian crystal and the High Priestess card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what type of woman does he see you as. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards so you can keep this man in mind while I shuffle. So spirit guides of Pile 3, please tap me into their energy. Please show me, what type of woman does he see Pile 3 as? What type of woman does he see Pile 3 as? There's something about you having this composed, calm, grounded type of energy about you, but still spiritually aware with the High Priestess. Though I do feel some insecurities and self-worth wounds. But the energy isn't coming through as bad. It's more so like, you know how that song, You Don't Know You're Beautiful, is like? It's kind of like that type of energy of like, I wish I could show you how beautiful you are to me. Even if it's not about the physical appearance, there's just something about wishing that they could show you that you have nothing to be insecure of. Nothing to be jealous of either if you are like more of a jealous person. I'm seeing big eyes, doe eyes in this pile, and a beautiful smile, as well as beautiful ways and soft skin. You have an innocence to your personality and an innocent look in your eyes. There's someone that walks fast, talks fast in this pile. You can also be agreeable at times, but also competitive at times. And you know how to mask your true feelings very well. So I'm not necessarily seeing him view it as fake. But, you know, like when you're in a conversation with someone you have to be around. Like, let's say you're not particularly fond of your boss, but you have to kind of keep the peace and still be polite. You know how to like mask your feelings very well and not cause a scene or cause drama in those kind of situations. But of course, if you don't have to be around someone, you don't have to force yourself to be polite to them. But I'm talking about those situations where you have to be around that person and you can't help it. Like, let's say it's a family member or whatever. That's what I see. He sees you as charming, good with your words, a little bit of a sweet talker. He wonders if the things you say to him are genuine and if you truly mean it. You have a cuteness and beauty about you, and very sweet, soft lips that he loves to kiss. You could possibly be a sensitive person with a little bit of a clingy side to you, needing lots of reassurance, but he doesn't mind that. I feel like you guys have this very genuine, beautiful connection. And it's very interesting because sometimes when I do these he videos, there will maybe always be like one pile that is particularly negative. I'm actually pleasantly surprised to see that all 3 piles were positive today. Like, no weird men that I don't like the energies of. There's something about you being innocent and pure in some way. That's the message I keep getting. With the Moon and High Priestess, this pile's extremely intuitive. Like, there's double intuition here. You're very powerful with that and spiritually gifted. You could also be talented too. He sees you as the type of woman that's a dreamer, that has great ideas, and There's something about you maybe like giving him lots of good ideas as well. He also thinks you have a very polarizing type of personality where when people meet you, they either love you or hate you, and it has nothing to do with anything you're doing. You just have that polarizing type of personality. He sees you as more of a type B type of person. I'm hearing reluctant. I don't know what that means. But I'm seeing someone that kind of has like a chill personality. Like you don't kind of rush through tasks or projects. You like to take your time doing things. You probably are someone that likes to romanticize everything you do. And you're a free spirit. Nothing can hold you down or tie you down. Not in the sense of commitment, because you want commitment, most of you in this pile. But it's more so in the type of way of like you just being free in some way. You have a whimsical nature about you. And just like such a gorgeous smile, it's like, yes, the look of the smile is beautiful, but it's also the energy behind it that is so like, wow, to this person, it almost makes this person's heart feel full in a way. And also just very beautiful eyes is what I see here. You can be silly and fun at times, and you know how to make him laugh too. I'm hearing the song Smooth Operator. You also know how to flirt in not this overly flirty type of way, but a very like, how do I explain this energy I'm seeing? This flirtation isn't sexual in nature. It's more so cheeky in nature. Kind of sweet, but this energy of like not giving too much with the words, but making the person almost want you more and more and more. Kind of like a little bit of teasing, if that makes sense. Like maybe you tease him where you don't fully give him everything he wants so that he wants you more. There's that kind of energy that's present here. I'm seeing someone that likes to wear gold jewelry and has very nice eyebrows. Let's get some more cards. I'm also smelling a very nice scent. I'm hearing the word egregious. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I've just seen it written. The devil. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, the devil reversed. The Ace of Pentacles. The Hermit. And the Knight of Wands. I see someone that's a teacher. So he views you as someone that is guarded. Someone that doesn't always trust easily. Because once you get attached, you get rarely attached. So you're careful who you give your heart to, because you're probably the type of woman that will like not go and move on so fast after dating a person because you get really attached. You probably take like months or years to heal and move on. So I'm seeing that type of energy here. But with this distrusting energy, it can sometimes push people away, is what I see, honestly, like from him. I think that when he first met you, he didn't want to form opinions on you too fast. And he kind of just wanted to give you time to show who you are to him before he makes like preconceived notions or judgments about you. But right now he feels like he knows you pretty well. I'm seeing someone that does pageants or models or could model. I feel like this pile is very energetically sensitive, where let's say you're around certain people you shouldn't be around. Your body literally screams it at you, and it's like you can't force yourself to be in their energy for too long, especially if someone has a bad energy. It not only drains you, but it affects you in some way. Like your body gives you signs that that person's just not for you. And I don't think it's this person, but I think it's this person noticing like other people, unless you felt it with this person. But for most of you, I don't think that's the case. I'm seeing somebody that loves Hello Kitty. I'm also seeing someone that is not superficial about money. Like, you're probably not the type of woman that cares how much money he makes. And if you were to, it would more so be about the stability than wanting like a rich man, if that makes sense. I guess everybody's different. I'm not hating anybody when I say that. I'm just reading what I see here. I also see someone that can kind of be a little bit self-destructive in this pile. But there's this energy of like being hysterical or like enjoying creating destruction in some way. Like I'm seeing that image of Lana Del Rey when a building's like blowing up or burning behind her or something, and then she's smiling. So maybe you love drama or you love chaos in some way. But this person doesn't view it in a negative way. I see him viewing it as like funny in a way, since I'm seeing a meme in my mind's eye. You have transformed a lot. And this has to do with your self-perception or your insecurities. Something about like having a funny looking dog that's cute. I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. Also like always wearing nice earrings. 10 of Pentacles. And you're good at telling stories as well. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, the 7 of Pentacles reverse, and we have the 2 of Cups reverse. There's something about you being respectful towards his parents, his family, if you've met his family. If you haven't, he would imagine you to be. He also sees you as the kind of woman that kind of is a little bit withdrawn, keeps to yourself, maybe is a little bit introverted, shy, more of a homebody. Maybe you don't like big crowds or like being around lots of people at once. It's very energetically draining for you. I don't think he views it in that way of energetically draining, but that's what I see as the psychic. There's something about loving to be at the beach, loving to swim in the ocean, in a swimming pool. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Again, like you have this relaxed, calming side to you. And you have the kind of beauty that stands out to him. He sees you as the type of woman that can feel easily hurt because of like him viewing you as a sensitive person. But you almost have a cuteness about you where when you are in those moments of feeling emotionally hurt, the person just feels so bad and the person almost just like wants to comfort you and feels so bad for hurting you. He sees you as the type of woman he'd want to commit to. And it wouldn't just be like till death do us part. It goes further than that. Because in my mind's eye, I don't know if I'm seeing this just because it's Halloween season, but I'm seeing this vision of like a dead couple. And obviously that doesn't mean that your time is anytime soon, but I'm just taking it as not only till death do us part, but after death, we will still be together. There's something about you having very shiny, luscious hair. I don't know why a lot of the messages are about your appearance. I also see the type of woman that is fit and physically active, likes to eat healthy. I'm seeing the type of woman that games or smokes. I'm seeing the words wife you up in my mind's eye. And I'm not just saying that, I'm literally seeing it in my mind's eye. He's constantly watching you, constantly staring at you, constantly wanting to look at you. He sees you as the type of woman that will change his life in some way for the better and bring the best out of him. I see him like wanting to be cute and cuddly with you like all the time. Call you pet names, like just cuddle with you all the time and be affectionate with you. I see a lot of you being a great cook and having great music taste too. But I feel that some of you may have stomach problems. And I don't know what this character is that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. She kind of like has stitches on her neck. And I think it's one of the Tim Burton movies. I could be wrong. But I'm seeing that character in my mind's eye. Perhaps her character is significant, like her personality traits and all that. Let me know who she is in the comments below if you know who I'm talking about. He sees you as someone that can be serious at times. I don't know if I said that earlier. And I see someone that likes to DIY things or make things that they have beautiful in some way. Like take something ordinary and make it special. I'm also seeing the type of woman that loves gossip and loves hearing about other people's things. Maybe even like celebrity gossip. I see like you learning something new and him like wanting to guide you through it with his, while holding you. Like let's say you're learning to write in a new language and he's helping you hold your hand and guide your hand with the pen. Like some kind of energy like that is what I see in my mind's eye. I'm hearing you're eccentric, unique, yet magical. You're very like closed off at first, but once you're comfortable with the person, you're like full on vulnerable. I think it takes a lot for you to get out of your shell and to trust someone and to open up to someone. He might have seen you as detached when he first met you, but as he got to know you, he saw that was far from true. Like it was actually quite the opposite. I guess it was just you protecting yourself in that moment, not knowing if you could trust him in that moment. I just see him looking at you with so much love in his eyes. We have the Three of Wands. There's something about having like a softer kind of quieter kind of voice, if that makes sense. Three of Wands, Eight of Wands, reverse, Temperance, Six of Pentacles, reverse, and the Ten of Swords. For some reason, I'm hearing the song Cry Me a River, but I feel like that's not his energy I'm picking up on, because it feels like a very different energy. Perhaps there were men in your past that didn't really care if they hurt your feelings, but this man is very different. I see him wanting to treat you like a queen. You're also so fun to be around. Like I see you guys going on a night out, dancing together, and there's just something about you that just pulls him closer to you each time. He feels so appreciative of your connection that I actually feel like almost crying tears of joy. He feels like you guys have not only romance but a friendship. And he sees you as the type of woman that he knows will always be there, but he would never take that for granted. Like there's this feeling of, as the seasons change, as the years go by, I know you will always be by my side. I know I can count on you and rely on you. He sees you as very nurturing, feminine, in like the soft feminine way. Some of you could have like a coquette kind of vibe, or like a Y2K sort of aesthetic. It's not for everyone, of course. Again, Eight of Wands reverse is this energy of slow down. So, like, even when it comes to relationships, you don't like to rush relationships. You can be a little bit selfish at times with your energy, but you give to those who you truly want to give to. I don't believe that, okay, yes, being a giving person is a great value to have, but sometimes it's better to just admit things about ourselves, like upfront, you know what I mean? And to just like accept it. Because not every person's gonna be like on their high horse, if that makes sense. Like moral high horse. Though he kind of views it in the way of like, when you truly give to those you want to give to, you have more to give to them than just pretending to be a generous person when you're not. You get what I mean? That's how he's seeing you. I keep seeing good music taste. And I see somebody that's kind of shy. Like, doesn't always know how to go up to like a random person and talk to them. But something about the shy energy is cute. You're also consistent. You won't just switch up and change on him all of a sudden. And you're also very patient, kind, understanding. More understanding than most people. So let's get your zodiac signs now. If I mention yours or his, then that's just extra sign of confirmation for you. If you like this reading so far, please check out my memberships and comment down below what has resonated with you. So we have quite a few for you. I didn't intend to pull this much. We have Mercury, which is Virgo and Gemini energy. I heard you're in touch with your destiny, your purpose, or you're getting in touch with it. Saturn, which is Aquarius and Capricorn. Then we have Sagittarius. We have Aquarius. We have Libra. We have the moon. We have Jupiter. Oh, the moon is Cancer energy. I forgot to mention the moon is Cancer energy and Jupiter is Pisces energy. And the moon came out early as well. And Pisces with the High Priestess and the moon is Cancer with that moon card. The 9th house, which is also Sagittarius, and the 5th house, which is Leo. Okay, so he sees you as a type of woman that's very expansive, that has a lot of good luck. And you're someone that sort of can feel a wide range of emotions in some way, where you always make the people around you, you always help them get in touch with their emotional side in some way. And he feels like he's gotten in touch with this side of himself as a result of knowing you. Maybe before he felt restricted there, like he didn't know how to get in touch with his own emotions until he met you. So you're the kind of woman that almost softens a man in a way, like makes him more in touch with his emotions. There is something about you maybe being a little bit pessimistic, but I think it's because of the things you've been through in life, where sometimes you speak in a way that limits you. But be mindful with this pile. You are great manifestors. What you speak out manifests. So be mindful of the things you're speaking out to the world or to the universe or God, whatever you believe in. You could be very spiritual or religious with the 9th house here. You could like to travel, be very philosophical and wise. Someone here could have met this man on Tinder, I hear. You could be free-spirited, very flighty in a way, but also very communicative. But you also have a mature side to you as well. And you're also a lot of fun to be around, like I said before. Very romantic person, very creative as well. So let's get your initials. So the first one we have is U. We have L. I'm not looking, I'm just like moving it around. Then we have A. There's something again about like you being cooperative in a way where like you allow him to do the things he wants to do. Like let's say he wants to go out with his friends, you allow it. Like you're not someone that's like very strict in your relationships. You kind of just allow the person to do what they want to do, I guess. ASRULH V. You're not toxic either, is what I'm hearing in my mind's eye. Not in my mind's eye, but you get what I mean. O. A. And E. I also see, and E. I also see something about like moving from a different place to another place. I don't know if someone like recently moved homes or recently like moved to another country or city and X. So that is what I have for you. I do hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. And now I'm hearing bad temper. I don't know if that's you or him. But yeah, that is what I have for you. I do hope this resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.